Let's see here. Where's my live? Hi, everybody. I can't see any of you yet. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Here we go. So I hope you're all having a good day. I figured since I've been falling asleep so early, I'm definitely not able to read any like discovery or documents without falling asleep at night. Excuse me. That I thought I'd come on when I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right? And we'll look at what's going on. We'll have a chit-chat about stuff, and who knows, right? Okay. I'm trying to think here. Where were we last night? Well, the night before we were talking about that Stephen Stearns, going through that interview, and then I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. Last night, we were talking about just some of the true crime cases. I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. Hi 61, I saw your comment. You got there and we were late. I have that thing you sent, but I didn't have Jimmy open it yet. But when he comes down, I'm going to have him open it. We had to get our kids off to track practice, not practice. Oh my goodness. A meet. And then he came back and he just went to lay down for a few minutes because he was really tired. He hasn't been feeling well. So he's resting a little bit. When he comes down, I'll have him open it. Hi, Patty. Hello, White Angel. Later on today, we'll have an auction. I don't know what time. It depends, I guess, on the weather. If it's a really nice day, I'll be out and about riding my bike and stuff. But if it's not a nice day, and I don't know what the weather's going to bring because it's cloudy right now and it's 55 degrees. Then I'll start earlier. So we'll see how that goes. And what else did I have to say that I had to? Oh, thank you, Patty. I just didn't do much today. Okay, so let me see what's going on in the world, right? Let's pull up something and see what's going on in the world here. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the UPS driver that was shot to death in his truck because I didn't get to, by a coworker. Yeah. I didn't get to cover that last night, and that had been on my agenda. Okay, let's get this over there. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, and Ethan has a new video out, and I have the link in my community tab. I'll give you a little preview of that in just a few minutes. It's pretty cute. So a UPS driver was found shot to death in his truck. This happened on Thursday of this week in the afternoon. And charged with his murder is a coworker with the delivery company. This happened in Irvine, California. And police got a call of shots fired. That happened around 3 p.m. When officers arrived, they found Expedito Cuesta de Leon, who was 50 years old, dead. He was slumped over the driver's seat. They tried life-saving efforts, but he succumbed to his injuries. 3 hours later, police arrested Rene Fontanoza, who was 46. The two men were acquaintances, and they both lived in Aliso Viejo, and they worked for UPS. The motive is unclear. Investigators say there was nothing stolen from the truck and that they believe it was a targeted murder, allegedly. How did they catch this guy? Well, police started tracking Fontanoza after they saw video that showed a Honda Ridgeline pickup truck pull alongside the UPS truck and then drive away. And it was stopped briefly and then pulled away. They later discovered a vehicle matching that description about an hour later, and they confirmed it was the same truck. So that helped with the arrest there. And UPS issued a statement saying, and I quote, "Our hearts are heavy with the news of the loss of one of our drivers in Irvine. We are assisting authorities to understand what happened." And Fontanoza was taken into custody. Anyone with information should contact Detective Craig Vors at 949-724-7131. But that's what happened there. Now, whether they were acquaintances, something went wrong, whether they were, whatever their relationship was between the two of them, it seems to be a targeted attack. And it's so unfortunate that murder is used to solve problems, even in this day and age when you cannot get away with murder. That was one of the things we were in Edisto, and it was like a true crime movie. We were in this restaurant, which is the only restaurant on the ocean, and it has this pier, and it was like a really spooky night because a big storm was rolling in and the lights were going on and off, and the waiter there was just the perfect character to cast in a movie. And it was, I kept looking at Scooter and saying, my gosh, this feels like we're in a movie, doesn't it? It's crazy. And he was just playing this part, and he then started playing all of this, music, like, I don't know what the actual title of it, the one that, Killer on the Road, right? That one, he played Hotel California. Just a bunch of really weird stuff that he was playing along with the whole vibe of that night and his actions. And he was just like perfect. If you had to cast somebody, that would be like, and he just said, I love true crime. I love true crime. You've got a new subscriber and all this stuff. So yeah, it was quite interesting. Where was I going with that story? Oh, about solving your problems with murder. See, I always remember. So we were talking about that, and I said you can't get away with it in today's day and age. You can't get away with it. There's too many cameras. There's too much going on, but people are still trying to solve problems with murder. It wasn't a good idea, even if you could get away with it, to solve problems with murder. It's something that's morally wrong and should be on most people's radar, but in this day and age, you're not going to get away with it. So unless your goal is to spend the rest of your life in prison, it's not really a good idea. Okay, so let's talk about now a South Carolina woman that was gunned down. Also while on her way to work. So hang on. The suspect has been captured in this case. Katie Brooke Jones. This is a media release. Hang on one second. Let me pull this over so we know that we're on to a different subject here. So this is the Anderson County Office of the Coroner saying that woman dies after being shot multiple times in Anderson, South Carolina. This was issued on the 17th of May, 2024. Greg Shore, coroner, advised that his office is investigating the death of a woman who died after being shot multiple times. The Anderson County Sheriff's Office, Anderson County EMS, and MedShore EMS responded to 100 Exchange Logistics Park Drive at around 7 a.m. on Friday morning, where they found a female victim that had been shot multiple times in her car. The victim has been identified as Katie Brooke Jones, 36-year-old female from Williamston, South Carolina. Preliminary investigation shows the victim was reporting for work Friday morning, where she was shot by an unknown assailant. The victim was treated on scene by emergency personnel and transported to Prisma, where she succumbed to her injuries at 7:49 a.m. The cause of death has been ruled as multiple gunshot wounds, and the manner of death has been ruled a homicide. The investigation is ongoing by the Anderson County Office of the Coroner and the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. If you have any information regarding this case, please reach out to the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. And that's it there. Then there was an update. The suspect has been captured. So let me see what we can... 1 second. Okay. I'm going to pull that over. The suspect was captured in Metro Atlanta. And authorities took 32-year-old Derek Snyder into custody in Beaufort, Georgia, only a few hours after her murder. I think I did talk about this a little bit last night because it is kind of... But I want to go into a little more detail. So they made the arrest because they gathered evidence at the scene, they followed leads, and they saw that their investigation needed to go over the state line. So they worked in collaboration with Gwinnett and Georgia authorities. And as soon as Snyder left a house, officials initiated a traffic stop and they caught Snyder. He's charged with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. He's awaiting extradition. Motive has not been released at this time, and it's still an ongoing investigation. Katie Jones was a current employee of NRTC, and meantime, the suspect was an employee there weeks before. This arrest is for the murder, the shooting and subsequent, murder of Katie inside her car in the business parking lot where she was shot several times. So, yeah. Okay, we got that now. Let's see what else is happening. Okay, you remember Corey Richens, the Moscow mule lady who poisoned, allegedly, her husband with that drink. Remember when they had the big hullabaloo about some house she was supposed to be celebrating, but meanwhile their marriage was in a shambles. He had already said that he thought she had poisoned him before, had told people about stuff like that, allegedly, and then she's been in jail since then, and she had that letter that got out. You know this case. Okay, another one, another Mormon murderer. It's rampant over there, it seems, along with Shanna Gardner, the daughter of the Stamping Up founder. And Katy, Texas girl, where are you? I'd like to hear more about what you decided to do with that after you spoke with us, and want to see your cards at our auctions again. Okay. So let me see here. So now they're saying, did Corey Richens throw a champagne-soaked party following her husband's murder? Well, could it be to celebrate that big deal? She was allegedly celebrating. That really wasn't a deal at the time because he didn't want that. So anyway, she is in jail. She's accused of killing her husband with a tainted drink that was served in a Moscow mule. A search warrant affidavit indicated that Corey Richens told investigators that the night before her husband's death in 2022, she had just finalized the sale of a multi-million-dollar home. That's what they were allegedly celebrating, right? So she then made him a drink and discovered hours later that he was unresponsive because she had said she had been in one of their children's rooms or something. But a lot of this didn't add up, and that's why she was subsequently arrested after she wrote a book about grief, okay, and was touring on this book tour. She was then arrested right after that. He died. It's like just so crazy that these people murder someone and then like they write a book about it, but not about the murder, but acting like it's not. I mean, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing how these people just go on, and not only go on, like, try to find a different, avenue to earn money. And so, I mean, like, there's like no remorse in them. It's really sad how many sociopaths, how many psychopaths are walking around amongst us. So an investigative journalist recently said that this is a woman who liked the good life and she always wanted more. That journalist is Elaine Aradelas. And she said that in a Crime Stories episode. But we know that, right? We know that she lived a very flashy life. She was flipping these multi-million-dollar homes, but there was trouble in paradise, right? The husband wasn't happy. Like I said, he had already thought she poisoned him weeks before and had told people about it. Their marriage was in a shambles. And he didn't want her buying this house. She also had issues with the insurance because he, if I'm remembering correctly, put his sister on his estate and he had taken her off something she didn't know, kind of like almost like a Lori Vallow thing. She didn't know it and then found out, and then there was a big blowout at some memorial dinner or something. Yeah. So let's see. So a friend of Eric's learned that she was having a celebration party, and also found out that she planned a lavish vacation. Okay. So they had a prenuptial agreement, and if he died before her, if he died while they were still married, she would get much more of his estate. And so he was worth a lot more to her dead than alive, or divorced, excuse me. Well, same thing, than alive and divorced. She had Are You With Me published, and that was a self-published book about grief, especially about her children and their sudden loss of their father, and how they can cope. But she was arrested shortly before she could release a second book, which she had already planned. And the writing, like, she's not a writer, and it shows in this book. It's really, really poorly written. But then she was arrested. She was going to have a follow-up, and she was arrested. And then they found text messages. in which she had texts that she was buying fentanyl from someone she knew. And her husband, when they did the autopsy and everything and the toxicology, he had 5 times the lethal amount of fentanyl in his system. So, yeah, I mean, it's not really a surprise that she would be planning a lavish trip and having a celebration party for this house, because that was all about what his murder was this celebration of this tremendous house flip. But there was no such thing, because he did not want that, and they weren't celebrating at all. So just an FYI, they weren't celebrating at all. Not at all. Let's see here about something. Okay, so there's a case that's 2 years old. Let me put this guy's photo up here. Right here. It involves the death of, this man's wife. And this is Rocky Dodson. He is the former area coach and principal. And this is in Arkansas. Is it Arkansas or Alabama? Just got this. Want to make sure it's Arkansas, not Alabama. Yes, Arkansas, Arkansas, as some call it. No, I'm just saying that because I know that video reel can take when we say that. Okay, sorry, video. But a former, let me put him a little bit, Arkansas coach and principal. Accused of killing his wife. So let's go over this a little bit. On March 6th of 2022, now it's almost 2.5 years ago, Rocky said he woke up and discovered that his wife Amanda was deceased in their home in Omaha, Arkansas. He told the investigators on scene that his wife was intoxicated the night before and he was asleep in the living room. That he woke up at around 2:30 a.m. and he had to let her in the house. He said that he helped her to the couch, left her there, and went to bed. And when he woke up the next morning, she was dead. The Arkansas State Crime Lab in Little Rock conducted an autopsy, and their findings showed that she had external bruising and hemorrhaging of the front of her neck. They found also that she had severe edema through the neck muscles and a broken and crushed tracheal cartilage. The doctor, Dr. Cunningham with the crime lab, said the injuries were consistent with severe blunt force trauma and that the injury would cause severe distress due to a lack of air in which she might wheeze, cough, or gurgle. So, court filings last week said that repeated attempts to get Rocky to confess that he caused this injury to his wife didn't happen. He refused. He was placed under arrest for the murder of Amanda at the conclusion of that interview. This is back 2.5 years ago, but these filings were just released. Now, his attorney, get this over here, Shane Wilkinson of Bentonville, says that filed a new motion in the case saying the most logical explanation for her death, the wife, was because she was intoxicated and struck her throat. The lawyer goes on to talk about Amanda's alcoholism. It's a 17-page motion to suppress evidence and questions the tactics that were used in the case. So when he didn't confess, he was arrested, and the lawyer Wilkinson says that Rocky's arrest was warrantless, and the search warrant that was executed was a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights, which protects Americans from unreasonable searches and seizures. He went on to say that the arrest warrant and the search warrant lacked probable cause, and they relied entirely on suspicion, speculation, and conjecture. There's no factual basis that Rocky must have caused Amanda's throat injury, and therefore he must have murdered her. The only facts provided is that Amanda Dodson was a chronic alcoholic who was discovered with an unexplained throat injury. And according to the affidavit, the affiant believes that Rocky was the only person present who had the ability to inflict the blow on Amanda that caused her death. Nothing in the summary of Dr. Cunningham, the doctor that performed the autopsy, findings indicate that Amanda's injury per se had to be caused by human agency. Rather, the affidavit takes great steps to intentionally ignore the simplest and most likely explanation for Amanda's death is that she was extremely intoxicated and fell down, as extremely intoxicated individuals frequently do, and struck her throat on some object such as a countertop, end quote. The lawyer went on to say, this case does not involve any probable conclusion that a murder even occurred. Amanda's injury was not even consistent with strangulation. The only fact present is that Amanda suffered an unexplained blunt force injury to the throat, and that there is no way to reach a conclusion that Rocky Dodson inflicted the injury without resorting to unconstitutional speculation and conjecture. End quote. Again, the mere possibility that maybe Rocky struck Amanda was not a lawful basis for his arrest and the subsequent searches. Wilkinson said, when the various exculpatory omissions are read into the affidavits, it becomes abundantly clear that there was never any probable cause to arrest Rocky Brian Dobson or issue any search warrants. Now, he's free on bond. His murder trial has been continued multiple times and is scheduled now to begin on July 1st. So we'll see what happens in this with that motion and see what's going to go on there. Now, let's see. The report also showed that Amanda had a blood alcohol content level of 0.468, which is a fatal level. So let's see what happens on that case, right? And was there anything else I wanted to cover last night that I didn't get a chance to? Let me see something here. Okay. Okay, wow. All right, I forgot about this one. Chris Watts. Did anybody remember that Chris Watts turned 39 years old on May 16th? I certainly did not. I mean, if somebody asked me when his birthday was, I can tell you that, but I didn't, he was not a thought. However, a source said that it didn't come with any special fanfare, treatment, etc. Should it? Did mommy bake you a cake with a file in it? No one incarcerated by the state receives any special privileges on their birthday, and Watts had no scheduled visitors. So let's see. So during his time behind bars at Dodge, he has received 2 conduct reports, according to a corrections spokesperson. The first one was in 2020, when he was cited for unauthorized forms of communication and unauthorized transfer of property. That, I believe, is when that stuff was found in that other guy's cell. Remember, I have a video about that. Another came the following year for possessing contraband and disobeying orders, and he lost access to electronics for 10 days, or it might have been that time. And in 2023, it was reported that he was working as a custodian in the prison. So, yeah, okay. Let's see, when did this happen? Did this happen? This other thing happened recently. Yeah, you remember Lorena Bobbitt? She bobbed it. A Colorado woman did the same thing. Let me get her picture up here. Come on. Get your picture over there. So she's facing murder charges after allegedly cutting her boyfriend's member off during an argument. Unlike Bobbitt's husband, this man is dead. And it's a little bit different circumstances, as I'll tell you about. But on Tuesday, May 14th, at about 8:50 p.m., officers with the Grand Junction Police Department went to respond to a call about an unresponsive male, and this was at the Wood Springs Suites on Market Street. The woman, who was identified as 32-year-old Shenting Guo, believed her husband was dead but couldn't provide a reason why. The dispatcher said the woman was hysterical when she was given CPR instructions. When officers arrived at the hotel room, they saw a bed with a large amount of blood smeared on it. The woman was upset and crying. Officers spotted a naked, unresponsive man lying on his back with his feet under the bed. As the officers were performing CPR, they noticed the man's penis appeared to be cut off. And they said, and I quote, "The man was suffering from apparent trauma to his genitalia." EMTs noticed a stab wound in the man's leg, but didn't know if it was recent. The man died and was pronounced dead at the scene. Officers found the severed body part in a trash can inside the hotel room. The woman was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, and she is being held at the Mesa County Detention Center. She spoke to an officer when he went to wash his hands in the laundry room of the hotel. She allegedly told the officer to arrest her now, explaining the man was her boyfriend, fiancé, husband. She also claimed that she and the man had gotten into an argument because he wouldn't let her go to sleep, and that she threatened to stab him. She said she stabbed him in the leg that morning. Well, remember when that case that Diane Red what is it? Where she just did that one stab and the guy died, and it was like, did she know, like, because it was just, she just hit the artery. Remember that one? She allegedly told the detective that she thought the man got her pregnant again. Did they already have a child together, or did they argued earlier that day whether he was the baby's father? So is she pregnant? Wonderful to bring a kid into this, right? And we wonder why I don't know. After that, she said she didn't think the man was in any pain, so she went to a nearby store to buy rubbing alcohol, antibiotics, and beer. She forgot to buy bandages. Aww. As the day wore on, the man said he felt cold and feared that he might die. She gave him ibuprofen, water, and greens. Okay, so but what about... Oh, okay, so then she said she was not trying to kill him, but admitted to stabbing him because she was so angry. She then cut off his appendage there. After that, she didn't think the man was in any pain, so she went to a nearby store but forgot to buy bandages. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else we have here. All right, so let's look at these 3 people senselessly killed, family. Okay, so this man fatally shot his parents and sister inside their Oklahoma home. Tuesday, May 14th, Jacob Mayhew, 22, taken into custody by police by members of the U.S. Marshal Service and Oklahoma City Police. A warrant was issued for his arrest on 3 counts of first-degree murder. According to this statement, officers responded to the home in Chickasha, Oklahoma, where 2 women and a man were found dead of gunshot wounds at around 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, May 11th. Jacob Mayhew was initially considered a person of interest before he was deemed a suspect. So the victims are Jacob's parents, James and Patty Mayhew, along with his sister, Shayla Mayhew. The affidavit states that the day before the shooting, Jacob left his girlfriend's house. He said he was going to go have pizza at his parents'. But the phone records show that Patty, the mother, texted Jacob that dinner was ready shortly after. Additionally, officers found a rifle with a serial number that matched the one that Jacob bought on April 25th, and they found spent shell casings at the scene. The affidavit alleges that Jacob confessed to the murder while being questioned by investigators on the 14th of May, 3 days after. It's unclear if he entered a plea or retained an attorney. And a local resident said that the victims were well known in the community. Everyone knows who they are, Jenny Richardson said. They were really ingrained into the community, as far as I know, for forever. They were some of the sweetest people. So there's a GoFundMe campaign that says, and I quote, "My family is going through an unimaginable tragedy. My cousin Shayla and her parents, my Aunt Patty and Uncle James are gone, and we are asking ourselves, is this real?" So, if this is the guys, let me see here, Jacob Mayu. Yeah, this is the guy. So this is what... We also have some more information about him, that he had planned other acts of violence according to court documents. And bond was denied for him, as it should be. Let's see. During the interview, the court documents state that Jacob also outlined a plan to kill his family and commit other acts of violence. But those other acts of violence are unknown at this time or not being released. The investigation into the triple homicide started May 11th after police found the 3 deceased inside that home near 6th Street and Washington Avenue. They also found an AR-15 rifle in the home's entryway, and that was determined that Jacob bought that rifle on April 25th. This was the scene of the murder here. Oopsie. Come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let me try to get this down because this is, there we go. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. That just senseless. What, you know, what motive, right? I was trying to get a picture of the suspect up, but my computer doesn't want to play nicely with me right now. Let me try to get rid of some of this other stuff here. And maybe it will. And maybe it will play nice. Let's see. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna try to don't get yeah, let me just end the process, okay? Don't get crazy if it, oh, there we are, we're back, okay. And now frozen, now frozen. Let me just restart this. And we're gonna go on to something a little bit different. Hold on, let me just get you guys back on so I can see the chat. Live, here we go. We're still live. All right. Hi, Margot. Hi, easily distracted. Okay, so that's You've been watching Ethan's video? Oh yeah, I'm going to show you a little preview of that. Let's let me show you a little teaser. Well, you know the, but I'll show a little teaser.
If a man wears this, he's definitely getting lucky.
Okay, hang on. It's an ad that pops up. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my community post. Your channel. Community. Community. Okay. I'll give you a little teaser. He's got a track mate. I'm hoping that we can get him some good views on
one chilling at the drain. Whoa! Got one! What the heck is this? What a weird bite! Oh, this might be a big one. This might be a big one. I don't know. I just saw that thing coming up behind it. This might be a big one. I don't know. Oh, it's a freaking big one! It's a big one! It's a big one! Look at this thing! That's my PB! It's my PB! It's my PB! That's my PB! That's my PB! I'm freaking out. That's my PB. That's a big one. I'm dead. I'm dead. I just caught a New York Giant. I just caught my PB. This is a 10-pounder. I don't know what I just caught. He's peeing. I don't know what I just caught. I don't know what I just caught. I don't know what I just...
Okay. And I will tell you that no animals were hurt in this video. Everybody was released, including this guy, and they swam away, and they're still living their best life in that pond. So, yeah. If you'd like to watch it, it's on my community tab. I'll put the link here in this chat. And yeah, I know, he's so excited, and it's like, I love life. Thank you, God, for this. Yeah, it's very endearing. So anyway, let's see what else is going on and other things. Let's check out other stuff. Like what's going on today, you know, what's going on in the everywhere. Okay. You know what we haven't done in a long time? I don't think we've ever done it here. Let's just see what I can find over here. It might be fun. And then we're going to play the word game too, but because I haven't played that in a long, well, played it the other day. We were trying to catch up on the dailies. But I think I know this home. This is my friend's house. Okay, let's look at this. Let's play this game again. Let's play a little bit of the real estate game. We haven't looked at properties in a while, and then for somebody in the morning, maybe you're not around usually when we do this. So what we do is we look at a house and then you guess how much you think it is. It's just a fun game. Those of you that like to look at real estate, you'll see current listings. Okay, this is going to be, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's going to be in Georgia, this one. Let me pull this over. Okay, and I'll tell you about it. It is breathtaking, beautiful, and historic. It's a Woodcrest estate. It was built in 1890. It's on 7.7 acres. It will totally captivate your heart with its grand presence. Updated and renovated, it's a majestic home. They have gorgeous hardwood floors throughout. It's an entertainer's dream home. It has a saltwater pool with a historic cabin guest house, and it's currently being used as the owner's office with 2 bedrooms and a bath. It has storage galore, a brand new roof, a gourmet kitchen. And let's take a look. This is Macon, Georgia at its best. Very nice. I love the built-ins. I love built-ins. Oh, Elle would love that wallpaper. The wide plank floors. Very Georgian, colonial. Looks like a vintage copy of the Ethan Allen furniture catalog. You remember those? The Georgian Court collection. I have Georgian Court. I love it. It's an interesting bathroom. Black and white there. Look at the portraits. Okay. So they went from those really beautiful built-ins to like these $39 Walmart bookcases. Kind of strange, right? And then they've got some kind of a mural over here as Harry Potter. Okay, the upstairs is a little weird with the purple outlining of this. This reminds me of something my mother's friends did in the 70s. They had that, you know, that unfinished furniture that you get. It was like pine or something, and they did it in black and orange. I think they still have a piece over there. It was horrendous. Okay. This is that original, look at that yellow bathroom. Like the 60s, 70s, 60s. Yeah, there's like things done up here, like this mirror, the way it's just hanging over the door like that. Oh my gosh. Downstairs it was so nicely appointed. Okay, so here's the kitchen. The dining area. I'm not so impressed with the kitchen. Cabinets should be going up further, and this, I know they want maybe to save the wood walls there, but it just looks strange with that color cabinetry. There's the saltwater pool. Oh, that's nice. The saltwater pool with that kind of cabin pool house, guest house. That's very nice. That's nice. The awnings there. That's done. That's cute. How could you have this outside? This is definitely going to get wrecked in the rain, right? Look at that. Okay. So how much do you think that... Oh, we still have more pictures. Is that a screened-in porch, or is that open? It doesn't look like there's screens there, but there's like a door, isn't it? But there's glass, and then these huge mirrors. What are those doing there? Okay. So what do you think that is? How much do you think that house is? Remember, it's on 7.7 acres. In Macon, Georgia. All right, I'm gonna go back over here. How much do you think it is? 795K, Marco, are you seriously? Wow, if it was that, I think I might be buying it. That's on 7.7 acres. It's a huge house, and it has a guest house and a saltwater pool. Hi, Linda. Patty says 1.2 million. Okay. I wish Margot was right. 795. I think I would be... Oh, I didn't see the two of these people on the wall. Look at this. Oops, Margot says. I like your pricing, Margot. I wish it was real, though. It is in Georgia. It might be on a sand pit. Really? A sand pit? Nobody else is going to try to guess? Linda, you're not going to try to guess? Okay. Everybody else is a chicken? Well, Patty, you're closest to the price. 1,385,000. Oh, you're trying to give Margot some credit? Okay. I wish she was right, because I think that would be a tremendous deal if she was right. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Bum, bum. Okay, let's look at something. In Greensboro, Georgia. I want to look at that. This looks like almost like the cartoon house from. It's Saturday morning, but it looks like the cartoon house that Tweety Bird was that kind of. But I don't think it is. Okay. So let me give you the lowdown on this one. This is a dream home and an additional lot in Reynolds Lake, Oconee. Truly a one-of-a-kind, iconic estate behind the gates of Reynolds that can now be yours. Top to bottom custom renovations with no expense spared. The main home is just over 5,000 square feet. It has 14-foot ceilings, custom moldings, woodwork throughout the home, 5 spacious bedrooms, 4.5 baths, a gourmet kitchen, custom milled interior and exterior doors, a walk-in pantry, natural heart pine flooring, custom built bookcases, mantels in both the living room and the family room, spacious laundry room with a dog wash. Yay! Incredible staircase in the main entry foyer, 7 fireplaces, 2-story exterior porch, luxurious master bedroom, master closet and dressing room, which contains a custom-built 7-foot center island. This estate is situated on an idyllic 3.7 acres, and it also has an additional 1.5 acre adjoining buildable lot included. It's a remarkable Georgia gem. As part of the complete renovation, the recent estate additions include the largest private pool. Listen to this. The largest private pool behind the gates of Reynolds Lake, Oconee, boasting a diving board and 10-foot deep end, and a just completed 2,800 square foot 2-story carriage house. 2,800 square feet is bigger than some people's homes. This is their carriage house, including guest quarters and separate office space, a workout room. The carriage house includes a 6-car garage, which could also house a 40-foot motor home or large boat in the center bay, an EV charger, a separate RV, 50-amp plug-in washer dryer hookup, a separate custom full bath, and so much more. It's a sprawling homestead. It includes a basketball court, a private pond, Ethan would like that, private walking trails, and 2 separate drive entrances. This incredible one-of-a-kind estate and accompanying lot also has the unique distinction of no HOA fee and the option to have any Reynolds golf membership or no golf membership or dues. This is unheard of within the gates of Reynolds. This estate is a must-see. Move in now to enjoy the summer. Okay, the seller is willing to negotiate the furniture. Let's take a look. So there's the Jackson house. This must be the pond. There's the pool. In this area here, you can put your lounge chairs. You can actually sit partially in the water. It's called a beach area. Here you have your whirlpool, diving board. I'm surprised there's no fence around the pool, because I don't even see a fence around the exterior of the property. And that's illegal where I live, but I don't know what the rules are in Georgia. Lots of gingerbread here. Now I wonder if this is all wood or if it's like the composite, because that being wood is a lot of upkeep. And it looks so perfect. I wonder if they make that in some kind of a vinyl. It looks a lot like wood. Okay, there's the foyer. You know what? I almost thought this was the home of, when I saw the footballs there, you know, the husband, the wife tried to kill him in, the Bahamas. Because I'm looking at all the footballs there, but I don't think that's where they did live in Georgia, but I don't think this is their house from what I remember about the police video. Okay. Look at that. Look at that island in the dressing room. Isn't that crazy? Chandelier. Very interesting. But you would think if they were, like, there's a fireplace in the dressing area, they would have extended, like, why did they stop with, okay, they got the windows, but like over here on this end, they could have extended, I'm sure, you know, they could have extended it all the way over. I don't know if that wood color looks kind of out of place with all that white in there. I think I would have not done wood color there. I like the built-ins. I love built-ins. This is interesting. What's behind there? That's the pantry. Is that what they're considering the walk-in pantry? That's kind of weird in the dining room. Where's that? Part of the kitchen. That's part of the kitchen. Something strange about this kitchen. It's an eating kitchen, but it's like, where's the island? They've moved it upstairs? It's really a very small kitchen for that house, and then they don't even have an island, and they have the island in the closet. I'd want the island there and more cabinetry, definitely. Okay, they've got some on this side. Here's some of that, but it's lacking an island. And nobody really uses this desk area in the kitchen anymore, because you have to have a computer and it's messy, and this is like very passé now. And the microwave on the counter in a custom kitchen, that's weird. A lot of weird things here. A lot of weird things. And then there's like another desk area here, which is weird, and there's the dog wash. And that dog wash is weird too, because usually they have them elevated, because that's going to kill your back if you have a smaller dog and you're bending down like that. There's the butler's pantry, but I don't know why they put the island in the closet. Again, another really weird thing, a house of this caliber with a shower curtain instead of, and the shower curtain at that. So many things that make you say, what the heck? This looks like a guy lives here just by himself, doesn't it? Like his whole family moved out. That's why I'm thinking that it could be that guy, but I'd have to get, that wasn't their house. It's got like 3 pairs of sneakers in there. What? Where's the stuff in the closet? It's very, very sterile, it doesn't even look like anyone lives there. And, I mean, as a realtor, you tell people, like, take out your personal effects so somebody can imagine themselves living in that space. But there's also taking out so much. And like this family home, it's hard to even envision that, it looks like it's an Airbnb or something where that some people just move in and you don't have any personal effects. Okay. And they've got this bus RV thing. I wonder who lives at that address. Because it's definitely, let me see. And why don't they show us a little bit of the guest house or the, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to see if I can find out who lives at that address. Let's see. It's public information. It was built in 1883. It's one of a kind historic home. There actually is a video on it from 4 years ago. Okay, so how much do you think it is? $2.43 million. You don't like it, Linda says. I'm surprised, Linda. I thought you like all the gingerbread. It's 3.5. 3.5. Okay, let's see what else. Let's try something different, okay? So we're going to try something really different, okay? Really, really different. We're going to try a storybook cottage in Allegheny County, North Carolina. Are you ready for something really different? Let's try it. Okay, it's nestled in the beauty of WNC. You'll find a turn-of-the-century 1880 storybook cottage set on 5.97 acres, almost 6 acres of flowering meadows and forest. The front porch welcomes you. You'll find a living room anchored by a stone fireplace, a dining library where you can host meals or cozy up to the wood stove, a fully stocked kitchen, a full bathroom and laundry. Upstairs you'll find 2 bedrooms and a half a bath. Original hardwood floors, beams exude character, while modern updates make the best of both worlds. Sprawling grounds include lush greenery, towering trees, hiking creek, fruit trees, berry bushes, and native plants. 1 mile from the door, you'll find the Blue Ridge Parkway. Hey, we rode on that the other day. 20 minutes to the New River and 30 minutes to the historic town of West Jefferson and more. This is a turnkey, professionally furnished nature lovers retreat for personal use or STR potential, short-term rental. Please see attachments for more features. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. I really wanted to make it storybook-like. I would use a little more color, put a little more detail into it. There's the cupola. You know, when they're focusing on the bedding and the hooks on the wall, I mean, yeah. Look at that little, what is that? Little tiny. Okay, so this is a nestled little retreat, and maybe you could do it as a short-term rental, telling people they can, you know, but if you did it as a short-term rental, I would really want to make it a storybook cottage, like do a lot more accents. But what do you think this is going for on how many acres did I tell you? Almost 6 acres. North Carolina. Linda thinks that's cute. 90K, Patty. 7 acres. Okay, anybody else? 140, Linda says. Boy, you guys are really looking for that bargain today, huh? 145. Okay, you're all wrong. It's 420. 1.5 million, says hi, Slam. It's 420. 420. 420, guys. Hang on, I'm going to get something. Okay, so 420. That's not bad, Slam says. Slam's packing up. You packing up? 7 acres, Slam. Wow, well, I live in Kentucky. Oh, really? Live in Kentucky, Patty? Okay. Let's look for something else. Okay, here's something for you movie buffs out there. Here's a house in Durham, North Carolina. Isn't that where Michael Peterson lived, and won that staircase guy? They say it's one of the best places to live in country. I think they said safest. Let me put it out here and I'll show you it. They also say it's from Bull Durham. Okay, so let's take a look. No, that's not what I want. That's not the where's my pictures? Hold on a moment. That's not what I want. I want this. Okay. Here we go. So it says, Annie Savoy, who made her fictional home in the movie Bull Durham at 911 North Magnum Street, said baseball may be A religion full of magic, cosmic truth, and the fundamental ontological riddles of our time, but it's also a job. This glorious home and huge lot in such walkable location certainly has magic. It also has a bit of the cosmic truth found in a well cared for historic home. You can find inspiration and ponder ontological riddles in the huge detached workshop studio. One can picture Annie relaxing on the screen porch at sunset, making a sly quip about living here, the easiest job I ever had. Since its first debut in the 1880s, caretakers of this house succeeded in preserving the historic charm and classic Queen Anne features, while evolving the home to be one of modern luxury and convenience. From the gracious front porch through the large 11-foot ceiling living room, dining room, and family rooms, to the carefully updated kitchen with custom walnut breakfast bar, the light-filled multi-turn staircase, to the reimagined primary suite with dedicated dressing area and ensuite, irreplaceable historic details and high-quality modern touches are found at every turn. Okay, I never saw Bull Durham, so... One of Durham's earliest extant homes, the James Manning House, constructed 1880, is an exuberant demonstration of the Queen Anne style. Okay. So it says while you're in the town, here's some things to know. It's one of the best places to live in the United States, voted 2022-2023 from U.S. News and World Report. In 2021, it's a trending destination for Airbnb and travel and leisure. So if you're looking for a short-term rental opportunity, this is it. It's the smallest it's number 2 of the smallest gender wage gap in the nation, according to Good Hire. According to Forbes Travel Guide, Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club wins 2022 Star Award. It's the top 10 cities where Black Americans fare best economically, and it's Chef Ricky of Saltbox Seafood Joint awarded Best Chef by the James Beard Foundation. It's number 10 best-run city in America, according to Wallet Hub. Duke University ranked 10th best university in the nation, U.S. News and World Report. It's the number 4 best place to start a business, according to Wallet Hub. It's the number 1 city for college basketball fans, according to Wallet Hub. Durham Bulls named the best team of 2021 minor league baseball. Okay, so let's take a look. You think they would have power washed, right? I mean, just little things. But there's the front porch. It's funny, you have this Victorian style home with these very, what are these, mid-century furnishings. Doesn't exactly fit, right? This doesn't fit at all in this house. These very modernistic 80s, 70s, 80s disco ball lights. Well, that's an easy change. I mean, that's a very easy change. Boom, boom, you got it done. But it doesn't fit. And I don't know. I'm not digging it. Maybe somebody else does. Hold on. I mean, the cabinetry is okay. I don't like open shelving. Especially in the kitchen, I'd rather have cabinets that you can use there. I don't know what this space over here on the island is for there. Well, it's not an island, it's a peninsula. This is nice screened in area back here. That's nice. Welcome, Mom. Welcome, Mom. Oh, look at that. This is that lady, that designer lady. Hold on a minute, I'm going to sneeze. Kevin or somebody was just talking about that lady with the big glasses. Or somebody was talking about her recently on one of our lives or a Zoom or something. And look at that. There she is. Makes you think that a kind of a designer does live here. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Your ally did it this time. You really did it this time. Here's another picture of that woman. I know they can't really be putting a child in this crib, but it's totally unsafe. But it looks like the crib's been slept in. I don't know if they have a dog. Some people have a dog that sleeps in cribs like that. I know a lady couldn't even believe it. And there's a changing table and everything. Wow, look at that now. Okay. How much do you think that house is? How much to live there in Durham? On Magnum Street. Her name was Iris. Thank you, Patty, for blessing me. Hi, Rosalita. You got nothing, Patty? You got 1.5 million? Margot's got 1.8. Margot's got 1.8. Linda, you got nothing? Hi, Rosalita. Did I say hi, Rosalita? If I did again, I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself. Okay, so I've got 1 million from Rosalita, and the actual retail price is 1,600,000. The lady with the round glasses. Okay, yep. Let's see what else we can find. While we're just looking around, looking for real estate. How about, okay, would you like to see a stone house? I know this can always feel like cold and damp, and Some people don't like them. Let's take a look at it. I don't know. Let's just something different. It's on Hoot Owl Road in Mitchell County, North Carolina. Hoot Owl Road. Pull this up. It's actually in Spruce Pine, I think they said. Is it Spruce Pine? Yeah, Spruce Pine, North Carolina. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Put it over here. All right, let's see. So, let me give you a little description. This is a solid local stone home. It's very rare. Virtually maintenance-free. You'll fall in love with the mica-accented black tourmaline that glitters in the sun, and the olivine adds a nice touch of green, streaks of white quartz too. The 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with a large usable 1-car garage basement was built in 1926. It's an arts and crafts style, features the original floors, windows, and trim. It feels like a warm hug when you walk into the door. Natural gas heat, cooking, and fireplace, dual HVAC systems, one for each floor. Owner's suite with a full bath and closet area located upstairs offers privacy from the 3 bedrooms, 1 full bath downstairs. The bright breakfast sunroom can double as a sleeping porch. I'm hearing the sleeping porch all in a. Relax on the covered front porch or by the custom fire pit. Gather in the dining room for game night and family meals. The corner cabinet remains. It's 1,138 square feet of unheated basement space. Gives you tons of storage. The wired 200 square foot shed workshop area offers so many possibilities. It's an easy drive to Spruce Pine, Burnsville, or Asheville. It's an easy drive to Spruce Pine or Burnsville, and Asheville is 45 minutes away. Okay, let's look. There's the fire pit. That's nice. I mean, it's like an old stone house, I would say. Okay, the inside does look warm and cozy. There's the corner cabinet. Seen a lot of this family room. Okay, there's a quilt on the wall. Kitchen looks like that has Corian. Looks like the cabinets are not my cup of tea, but I like this color. I finished furniture in this color. I love it. And my sewing table like that. Got some Fiesta ware on the table. Bright colors, which you need with this stone. That's a nice painting right there. Lots of color. Bathroom is cute. Cute house. Change up the kitchen a bit. Definitely you can feel the arts and crafts interior. Here's a little, this is the, I wonder if that's the little space they're talking about. There's some attic storage. There's the garage. Okay, so what do you think It's 4 bedrooms. What do you think about that place and how much do you think it's going for? It's on, let me see how much it's on. It's on about 3/4 of an acre. All right. Okay, Rosalita says 450. Margot says 950. Linda says 900. Well, I have to say, and Patty says 585. Rosalita Marie is the closest. You've all gone over. But you've all gone over. 434. 488. Any takers? I'd love it if somebody actually was like, I'm buying that today. Oh, that's my alarm. Hold on a minute. I remember being on the beach and hearing that alarm like, oh my gosh, it's only 10:10 and we've done so much selling. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Rosalita says, ouch. Every single piece of this house down to the doors. Now that we are done, one day I will come into Zoom and do a walkthrough. Oh yeah. Yeah, show it to us. Wish I could show my house. It took us 3 years, but we did a total flip. It's no $1 million home, but we're proud. This channel got me through all of it. Oh gosh. Oh wow, you win. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of a budget, Rosalita. I'm working towards it. I just haven't gotten there yet. Oh, you better get your day rolling out. I'm going to be on for just a little bit more, but what do you think of that? What do you think of that? You're one of the best retirement states? What I hear. You too, Patty. Have a great weekend. Let's see. We'll look at a couple more. And everybody, if you're coming in, check out Ethan's video. He's very proud of it, and he's trying to get his channel on angling off to a good start. So he's at a track meet right now. Okay, let me see what we got. Want to see something in Virginia? Okay. Let me go to Page County, Virginia. You know where that is, Linda? It's on Ida or Ida Road, depending on how you pronounce that. In Italian, it's Ida Road. But most people pronounce it Ida. Okay, so let me get this. And I'll tell you all about it. Okay, here we go. It's in, hey, Luray, Virginia. I remember that's where those Luray caverns are, right, Linda? We went right through there. I remember Binky was saying, oh my gosh, there's the Luray caverns. Every historic home has a story to tell, its walls and ancient trees holding past secrets. Some historic homes are steeped in legend, which cast a unique glow over the property. Glen Highland, formerly known as Mountain View, is one of those homes, but it was built when Napoleon was galloping across Europe, and the settlers and the Indians were fighting over Virginia land. This home serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience and fortitude of those who carved a path through the wilderness. It is in its very essence, Glen Highland links us to the spirit of Virginia's pioneers, weaving a narrative of human endeavor and perseverance that transcends generations. Glen Highland, originally a classic 2-over-2 federal-style residence with a brick breezeway leading to the summer kitchen, has seen changes over the years. However, its current custodians have been the guardians of its legacy for half a century, which preserve its history with the utmost care and respect. When you take in the interior of the house, you'll notice a preservation of its original charm. Many mantels, door handles, and trim have been maintained, each telling a story of the home's history, while the double-side porches have been enclosed over the years. A kitchen added, the integrity of the design remains. It's situated on the banks of the Hawksbill Creek headstream. Ancient walnut trees guard Glen Highland, and the protective Blue Ridge looms just beyond the property. The house, originally a 2-story structure with a basement, features a kitchen that was once separated from the main house by a covered passageway. Crafted from hand-molded bricks on the property, the 12-inch thick walls, a testament to the craftsmanship of the time. Protected from the elements, the house boasted spacious porches, a hallmark of Southern architecture. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. There's also an apartment. It says 2 bedrooms, kitchen, living room, and a bathroom. Property was once a B&B for traveling nurses. The Kennedy Foundation once planned to open a boys' home here. 3 full bathrooms and 2 half baths. Okay, let's take a look. It's 6,096 square feet. It says 5 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. So let's take a look. Well, that red carpeting, gone, right? That's horrendous. It's throughout the house, it seems, and it even looks like it's a sculptured one. Okay, that's got to go. I wonder if they have hardwoods underneath that. Well, the hardwoods here are like parquet. Parquet, no. But they're not looking in such great shape. So that's a little bit of a problem. Here's this slate. Wow, they really liked a lot of carpet. Well, these are the enclosed side porches. Okay, this little kitchen. That's okay. Stove in there. A laundry room. Is that the dog wash? What is that? Let's see. Floors are in better shape up here. Fireplaces, they should have done like some kind of something there. This bathroom's seen better days. It's got like linoleum tile floors or whatever. I really have seen better days. And you know, I just don't understand. They're going to put their house for sale. Even if you're living there, come on, you don't want to be in a bathroom with a floor like that. Even if they used, like, now they have those vinyl planks or something. If they wanted to do something inexpensive, I was going to say like a sheet, even if they did a sheet vinyl over that, it would be better, you know, and cheap. It's just like, why won't they do that? Like here too. See if they're living there. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. But you're putting your house for sale. And little things like that can make a huge difference. And this red carpet, whew, gone. Even I think bad floors would be better than that. That red carpet is just horrendous. Now this is the, I think there's a, that's what there's a guest apartment or something, 2-bedroom apartment. Okay, what do you guys think about that? I thought that was going to be a lot better to looking just at the exterior pictures, but excuse me, hiccups now. Great. And let me get the acreage. It is on, okay, it's on 7.87 acres. So almost 8 acres. So please remember that, okay? The old carpet makes me think of dirt and smell. Yuck, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's very outdated. I know. That was a walk. Oh, that was a walk-in tub? Okay. Okay. Rosalita says 800K. Hey, you're very into primary colors, Slim RN. Slim RN, you have any guess on this? 465K, Margot says. 8 acres, remember that. $1 million, Linda says. Slam. Okay. It's 800,000. Rosalita got it on the nose there. Okay, let's look at one more. Trying to find something. I don't know what I'm trying to find. Because I'm trying to find something really interesting. Remember Deidre Realtor gave us that town and it was like a time capsule, like 1970 when we went in the house. That was crazy. And she knew right away about the town. There was only like 3 houses for sale and that was one of them, so she probably knew about that. Does anybody even know where Lenhartsville, Pennsylvania is? Let's see, Shenandoah Valley. That's where we went through that too. Luray, Virginia again. Barnesville, Georgia. Let's see what else. Missouri, no. Linda calls Missouri misery. We have a historic waterfront estate in Virginia. You want to see that? Okay. Let's look at, we'll look at the luxury. No, let's look at, we're going to look at 2 Virginia places and then we'll call it. We're going to look at Halifax, Virginia first. This is not the first one. It's not the luxury one. We're going to look at the luxury one after this. This is at Halifax. Let me pull it up. I'm sorry that I'm eating some nuts. I'm so sorry. Trying to be really quiet. Nuts are not quiet in general. All right, let me pull this. This is Halifax, Virginia. Okay, this is more than a distinctive home of Southern Virginia. This is an estate that's influenced by the architectural vision of Thomas Jefferson. Giant Poplars derives its name from the towering trees that offer solitude and tranquility on 4.95 acres. Step inside the 2-story, 4,100 square foot brick home and marvel at the white marble foyer with its circular floor design, soaring ceiling and fountain statue at the center. A winding staircase leads to a second floor with 2 large bedrooms. Downstairs, one finds a primary bedroom with an ensuite, a kitchen, formal dining room, and formal living room off to the side of the atrium, with a marble-trimmed fireplace. A high-ceiling living room is lined by bookshelves. The home's brick patio is ideal for relaxing or entertaining beneath the stars. Giant Poplars have hosted weddings, parties, and festive gatherings over the years. The front guest house, which needs repair but stands as one of Halifax County's most historically significant structures, was once a home to a one-room schoolhouse and a library. Great potential as a guest residence or studio-like dwelling. All this is a stroll away from historic downtown Halifax with world-class dining and a friendly small town vibe. That fountain is different. Look at the water hookup. Don't you think they could have put like a little fairy house or something over that water hookup? Wow. Really, don't you think they could have found some kind of decorative cover for that? Make it like a sculpture or something to make it, yeah. Okay, the floors are in pretty good shape for the age. Chandeliers. Kitchen is pretty rough here. They painted the cabinets, but appliances are old. Kitchen needs a rehaul. Look at the side of the refrigerator. Kitchen needs a total rehaul. It needs a gut. And I'm not sure if that's real brick, which you think it would be, but it doesn't look like real brick. It looks too perfect. It looks like it's wallpaper. Oh, maybe it is because it's sticking out. It's pretty good shape if it is. Okay, there's some mid-century modern bookcases there, but I just think the colors of the woods are off. So I think it's best to paint those. And this paneling doesn't even look like real wood like this is. I would paint this whole thing. I would have too much going on here. Okay. Yeah. could leave the white tile, but you want to put a new vanity countertop stuff in here. This is just subflooring. So you have to have some kind of covering on that. I don't mind this vintage white tile. I would replace the tub and the vanity and countertop. Same thing here. I don't mind this vintage black and white tile, but whatever the freak this is that they did here. Gone. Remember I said this is your bargain, okay? So it is on almost 5 acres in Halifax, Virginia. It was built in 1968. What do you think that's going for? It reminds you of walking into an office building. Everything in the house needs flipped. Yeah. Well, put your guesses in there. $385, Rosalita says. Linda, where are you? You're our Virginia person. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so Margot says 475. And Linda says 5. I'm assuming she means 500,000. 500K, right? $499.9. Okay, now I'm going to take you to the other one in Virginia. I'm going to take you to a historic waterfront estate in Gloucester, Virginia. It's on the National Register of Historic Places. And it has 16 bedrooms and 13 and a half baths. 20,534 square feet, and it's on an almost 40-acre lot. Please keep that in mind. And it's waterfront. I'm going to get it here on the screen in just a second. Here it comes. Okay. Right there. Now, let me just tell you about this, okay? All right. Oopsie. It's historic Warner Hall in Gloucester, Virginia. It's one of the Mid-Atlantic's oldest and most coveted waterfront estates. It encompasses 38.8 total acres, a main house with 13 bedrooms, and a carriage house or guest house with 3 bedrooms. There are 2 private kitchens and a charming river cottage with an open vaulted family room and kitchen area. It's a stately colonial Greek revival situated on the Severn River with easy access to the Moabjack and Chesapeake Bays. The rich history of the property dates from the early 1670s with ties to George Washington's family. The property currently functions as an award-winning bed and breakfast. It's been host to hundreds of weddings over the years. It's only 30 minutes to Williamsburg, Virginia, 1 hour to Richmond, 3 hours to Washington, D.C. Let's take a look. It's very nice. Okay, here's the river cottage. Here's the main house. Here's resident and barn. Wow. Oh, that's impressive. The federal style doorway and moldings. Very nice. Completely in fitting with the house. It's a nice sunroom porch. So they have commercial kitchen because they are running it as a event venue and bed and breakfast, so you'd expect that. I'm sure they have a regular kitchen as well. Do you like the vintage tile? Bike racks. I think this may be the, I think that was the guest house or something. Nice porch with the wicker. Everything inside is done perfectly for the period. I'm not a fan of the blue carpet, but it's in good condition except for this fold right here. It is in that Williamsburg kind of blue, but I would pull it up if there's hardwood underneath it right away. I like that screen. There's a little kitchen. I think this is in the guest house. Expansive patios. It looks like they're the only ones on that lake. And there's the house. The guest house. That would be neat if you only moved into the house in the summer. Kids, we're going to the summer house. Right? That's probably what I would do. Okay. What do you think that's going for? It's on almost 40 acres, remember, please. In Virginia. This is our last one for this live. Hi, Sandy, playing the real estate game. How much do you think that goes for, huh? Hi, Chris Ree. Chris Ree says 4.5 million. Linda says 5 million. Rosalita says 4.5. Margot says 3.2 million. It's on over, what did I say? How many acres? Almost 40 acres? Almost 40 acres. You have the 2 guest houses. Well, the 1 guest house, the 1 main house. 13 bedrooms in the main house, 3 bedrooms in the guest house. It's on its own private lake. It's okay, you guys. You did good. 40 acres, right? You're saying, Linda. Linda, Chris Ree, Rosalita Marie, you've all gone over. I'm sorry. Margot, you're under. You want to try again? Chris Ree, Linda, and Rosalita are all over. Margot is under. $3.75 for Margot. No. Linda's saying 4. You think 2 million, Sandy? 3.7 for Chris Ree. Well, you're all wrong again, because it's 4,250,000, which really 40 acres, guys. And that's a commercial property. They have a commercial kitchen that's running as a business right now. I'm sorry that I don't have the budget to award the houses to the winners. Maybe someday. Oh well, Linda. All right. I'm going to go right now because I have things to do. It was nice having coffee with you this morning, talking to you about what's going on in the world, and then playing the real estate game. I'll see you guys a little later. I've got to finish cleaning out my car, and I hope that it gets a little warmer. It's 58 degrees here in a light rain, which is not hospitable to doing that. But everybody have a great day. We'll see you all later. Bye now. Love you guys. God bless. Make it a good day.